this done right. But just let me know if you can't hear me or if you can't see me. Let's see. Looks like we should be good to go. Just let me know in the chat if you guys can see me and hear me, hopefully. But welcome to all the early birds. I appreciate you stopping by. Sideways. I'll take you guys with me here for a second. So I assume if I do it like this, you guys can see me, right? It's just vertical. I'm not sure why I had it in. I assume probably most of you guys are watching on a phone anyways, right? Well, that's just showing you my inability. So it was good if you're on PC? See, the funny thing was I tested all this and it worked fine. But if it's better if I just do it like this, and I can adjust it. It's not that big of a deal. I just want you guys to be able to see the right way. That's better, David? We could always do it that way. It doesn't really matter as long as you guys are able to see me better. But is that good, everybody? Can you see me? I was trying to, be slick and have the car in the background, and all that plan went to crap, but as long as you guys can see me, that's fine. That's good? Cool. All right, we'll work with that for now. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Like I said, this isn't going to be anything crazy. I just want to chat with you guys. If you guys want to ask any questions about me or the car, we have it right here if you want to see anything or whatever it might be. Okay. But for you guys being here early, as a heads up reminder, if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you're going to get a 2 times more likely chance to win one of the giveaways. So I'm going to be doing probably more Amazon gift cards for you guys, something that everybody could use, at least for now. So we're going to try to make sure that this works for this giveaway. So what I need you guys to do is just type in the chat, just type in Elantra. And that's going to be the keyword for you guys to get one of these gift cards. So we'll give everybody a minute or two to plug in that word, and then we'll roll it, and I'll show you guys who won. I'll put the screen right on here so that way you guys can see who won. And then we'll go from there. We'll do some more giveaways throughout the stream, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm here to just chat with you guys and answer any questions you might have. There's like more than 5 people in here. What's going on? I wasn't expecting to to see that many people. I appreciate you guys showing up. I appreciate you guys all that have watched my channel and supported me in any way. Just to kind of give you a quick background on why I started a YouTube channel is I wanted to make content. I wanted to start learning video editing, and I knew that this car would be a hot commodity when it came out, and I wanted to be able to share my experience with the vehicle and show others things that they may like or dislike about the car in general, and just help people out that are searching for this type of car. Jay Fernstein question: any problems with the paint finish? Oh yeah, I've mentioned that a couple times in the past. The paint quality on this car is terrible. I think that's just a general Hyundai issue. I got more rock chips on the front of my car than I even want to talk about, and I only have 1,400 miles on this thing, and I drive it maybe 15 miles a day at the most. That's probably overkill when I do take it to work. But you could tell also on a lot of the edges of the car, like in the fenders and the door trim and all that, they just don't do a good job of making it a good paint job. And not only that, but the paint is super, super thin. So for anybody that's looking to get one of these or get a Hyundai in general, I would highly recommend a PPF, ceramic coating. And of course, I didn't do any of that because I'm an idiot. But okay, so I'm gonna roll this here. I want to show you guys what I see. So this is your chat. We got, let's see, 12 eligible. So you early birds are going to have a better chance. Again, if you're subscribed to the channel, you're going to 2 times more likely chance to win. So we got 13 eligible. We're going to roll it. Parthamax. Parthamax, you have won the first gift card. What I need you to do, Parthamax, for me is send me an email, and I'll be giving you guys the gift cards after the stream. I'll get that all organized, and I'll send them out to you. We're losing the camera. So send me an email. My email is listed on a lot of my videos. It's ntensblue@gmail.com. Cool, Nightbot even says it in the chat. Learning things here, guys. But we'll be doing plenty more of them throughout the chat. So just, stay active. Keep an eye on what words you guys got to put in there. I'm going to try to change it up every time. So that way, if you guys are staying in the chat and staying active, you guys will, get a chance to win on the other ones. So, but cool. Congrats, Parthamax. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. It is definitely common driven. Nice to see you, man. Thanks again for sending in that clip of your car on the dyno. I appreciate you sharing that to us. Bada asked, are you planning on taking the end to the track anytime soon? I've taken it to the drag strip. That was probably about a week or 2 ago. I lose track of my days. I don't even remember when that was, truthfully. But and we ran it down 3 times at the quarter miles. The first time I've done it in about 9 years, and it was a blast. It was really fun to take the car. I think even anybody that's, especially with the automatic, it's super easy to go down the track, and the car does most of the work for you. But we ran a 13.3, a 13.2, and then a 13.1. Seems like it's a pretty consistent time to run a low 13 if you have the DCT model. But it was really fun. But I would definitely like to take it to the autocross and whatnot. I've never done one of those, but I see a lot of others doing that, videos and whatnot on Facebook. But I just don't know what's around here. I live in southern Michigan, and that drag strip was the closest to me, and it was almost 2 hours away. So I just don't have a lot of places around me, unfortunately. It's deleting all caps. Sorry, I'm not sure why it's deleting all caps, David and a couple of others. It's just probably just a default setting with the Nightbot. I apologize. Let's see what else we got here. Robert, the bird poop on your spoiler may etch the dude. The spoiler. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen the terrible. This is going again to the paint. The spoiler is like a gloss black, but it reminds me. I'm going to show you a couple things here. These right here, the pillars, the A-pillar, this thing as well. Terrible quality. It scratches like hell. I'm going to get this thing paint corrected, but this as well. The quality of this is just trash, honestly. If I could replace that with something that looks similar, I would. I honestly am okay with the way that looks. But this piece as well, I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, that black part, I don't know, it chips, or I should say it scratches really easily. So again, PPF and all that, but for those types of things, you're not really going to put any kind of protective coating on it. I am way behind. Let's see here. Same color, Scott. Same car in order. Awesome. You're going to love this thing, man. It's my last car was a a 2020 Forte GT, and I thought that thing was quick. That thing is slow compared to this. Let's see. Trying to catch up. Gosh, you guys, why are so many people here right now? But I bought. Sean says I bought an Avante badge, but text came in messed up. Oh man, that sucks. 30 psi for the front, Jake Fernstein. Yeah, I wanted to lower the tire pressure when I went, but I was getting frustrated when I was there because it took us like almost 2 hours in between each run because they kept focusing on like the pro drag cars and all that. So I was there for like 5 hours and I went down the drag strip 3 times. So ceramic coating does help. Yeah, you're right. Desert snow. Yeah, you're right. The ceramic coating would help on those black parts, definitely a lot. I still think the material and the paint that they have on the car is still god awful, and I just really wish they would put a little bit more effort and maybe a little bit more engineering into that. What is with the new 2023 model? I don't think there's anything really different in the 2023 model. I saw the spec sheet on it, and I really don't think there's anything different on it, unless anybody else has any information on it. I don't see it. Love the interior of the EN, but I can't stand the looks compared to the VN. Is it worth putting up with the looks for the interior performance? I've never driven a Veloster N, and I've never personally seen one like to go and sit in them. I do like the styling of the Veloster N, but I don't know, the interior of this thing, I've heard a lot of Veloster N's or Veloster owners in general saying they would rather get the Elantra N just because of the interior. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's putting up with anything. I just think it's a personal preference. I wouldn't go with the Veloster N just because I have 2 kids, I have a dog, and if I ever wanted to go anywhere, I could potentially take this on a road trip, even with all of that. But we still have a family vehicle that we would prefer to go in. Just the Veloster, and I don't like the hatchbacks. I've just never really been a fan of hatchbacks in general, which is why I would choose the Elantra N over it. Does it take regular or premium? I mean, this car should go with premium. That's going to be a hot take for a lot of people because by the book, it does say that you can use 87, but for optimal performance, you should be using 91 or higher. I use 93 all the time. I mean, in my opinion, if you're going to get a performance vehicle of this kind, which is a performance vehicle, use good gas for the car. Don't cheap out on it. I know gas prices are high, but this is my recommendation. You guys can do whatever you want, but 91 or higher. There's no reason to kind of cheap out, in my opinion, just to save a couple bucks every time you fill up. Go for the premium. I don't know why Nightbot is removing so many comments. I really don't. I don't want to mess anything up with this, so I'm not sure if there's anything I could do. Is it just the all caps messages that it's deleting? 20 miles per gallon with E30. But I always prepare for if anybody's going to race. I always have it in custom N mode, and I'm checking my mirrors, seeing if anybody's coming on the left or the right of me, and just always ready to hit the gas. But I don't get good gas mileage. I admit I have fun with the car. I mean, I don't get to drive it all that much, but I didn't drive it, or I didn't buy it to get good gas mileage, even though it's capable of that. You ever just take it for fun drives and feeling? Truthfully, not really. I mean, there's been a couple of times where we've had a friend or a family member come over and they're interested in the car, they want to go for a ride, so I'll take them for a quick spin. But that's probably the most fun I have taking it out on a regular drive, besides when I went to that track the one time. But if I had more time, and I would probably take it out a lot more if I was younger, but don't have all the time in the world. Any tip for me to do or to get your own, to get for my car? Do you have, Dawson, do you have Elantra N, or what? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. I'll get back to you. What do you think of the performance blue? I'm on the list. An option to take color maybe come up first. I have not seen the performance blue in person. There's a Veloster N somewhere around me, and we've seen it a couple times. And I feel like the Veloster N performance blue is like a little bit darker than the Elantra N. I think it's a cool color. I think it's different. My personal opinion, for when I was looking at options for colors, when I knew this is the car I was going to get, it kind of reminded me of a baby blue. And I'm not against blue. Blue is my favorite color, truly. So I'm totally happy with the intense blue. But the performance blue just didn't do it for me. Honestly, my first choice was Cyber Gray. Lisa in the chat there, my fiance, was super adamant about me only getting Cyber Gray. But at the time when I was shopping around for them, I could only find them for no less than $2,000 on markups, and I wasn't paying a markup. So let's take a quick break and do another giveaway. So let's do another keyword. Let's do Intense. Let's just do the channel name. Intense. ENTENSE. I'll type it in there for you as well. You know what my name is there. Doesn't have to be capitalized or anything. And I'll give you guys a minute or two to enter that, so that way you guys can be in there for the next giveaway. I'll go back to some more questions you guys have. Let's see. What do I do for work? I was worried someone was going to ask me that. I probably won't tell it in full detail, but I work in retail. Retail management is what I do. I don't want to say I hate it, because I do enjoy my job. They take care of me, and I've been there for a while. But retail is it's something I've done actually like pretty much my whole life, and it gets tiresome. I'm talking to customers all day long, and I'm tired when I get home. Sometimes it's just the people I work with. Well, not the people I work with, but the customers. But anybody else in retail will totally understand that. Let's see what else we got. What's it like as a daily driver? Phenomenal. I mean, the only thing I'll say that concerns me a little bit is when it comes to the winter time. I know I'm going to have to get some winter tires for this car. I live in Michigan, and when I bought this, it was February. There was snow on the ground the day I bought it, and it's over 3 hours away from the dealership to my house where I got the car. It was scary driving it home. Whenever there was snow on the roads, there's absolutely no grip with these factory tires. So winter tires are a must if you're in a colder climate and you're going to get this car. Don't even think that you can get by with these tires all year round, because it's not going to happen. So I mentioned that in one of my earlier videos, is if you're going to get one of these and you live in a colder climate, set like $1,000 to the side for some winter tires and potentially winter wheels. You could probably get new wheels as well, so you could just keep swapping them out. Get some new, TPMS sensors as well. But these tires are just not great for the winter. They're not made for the winter at all. Anything I think below like 30 degrees, it's not even recommended to drive on these tires at all. They turn into like a brick. They get so hard when it's cold. Let's do the giveaway real quick. I'll try to catch up on some of the comments, but we got 23. Again, if you're a subscriber, you get 2 times chance to win, higher than if you're not a subscriber. So, but you don't have to subscribe. But we're going to roll it here in 5 seconds. We got 23 people. Oh, let me show you guys so that you can see who wins. All right, we got 23 users. We're going to roll it. Slumped Crew, congratulations. You have won the second gift card. Slumped Crew, I need you to just send me an email. Email is intenseblue, ENTENSEblue@gmail.com, and I will get your gift card sent to you after the stream is over. So that's 2. We'll do a handful more. Don't worry, guys. So stick around. I don't know why are so many people here. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I was super nervous to do a live stream as I was very nervous to even start a YouTube channel, but it's growing on me a little bit. I'm getting used to it, and your support has helped a lot, so I appreciate it. Let me get back to some of the questions. How would you describe the handling of the car? Omar, it's a monster. The turning and everything. I love that you can change the way that the steering wheel feels. You could make it a lot stiffer or softer depending on the drive mode that you want to be in. But this thing takes corners crazy good. This is by far the best car in general I've ever owned. There are things that need to be better on it, but the turning on it, phenomenal. City streets suck. Yeah. Michigan's really bad. Every time I drive home or I drive around in this car, I really wish I could record a video to show you guys how bad the roads were, but that wouldn't get that many views. But the pops are amazing. My friend heard it for the first time. Like, yeah, they are pretty good. Just a summer car for you, David. That's lucky you. I'll probably be driving the family vehicle a little bit more often once we get our other car. If you guys haven't seen, I know it wasn't a video that a lot of people watched, but we'll be trading in our Sorento in a couple months for a special edition Dodge Durango. It's called a Mopar edition. There's only going to be 200 of them in the entire United States. So I'm really looking forward to bringing that to the channel to show you guys, because that's going to be a fun car with a Hemi. It's not the 392 or anything, but it is a awesome car, and I can't wait to share that for you guys. Let's see. Do you think they will make an electric version of the Elantra in the future? I would assume so. I think, everything in general is going to be moving electric eventually. I'd say probably closer. I think some of the manufacturers have said like 2030 is probably more of a realistic time frame. But eventually, it will be an electric vehicle if they keep the Elantra name. It reminds me of how the WRX STI got axed, and they had mentioned that it might come back, but in an EV form. So it's a terrible time for them to axe the STI. I mean, it is such a competitive market with hot hatches and cars like the Elantra and all that. So thanks, John. I appreciate it. I'm doing my best, but you guys really are helping a lot. The wheel hop is pretty bad. It is really bad. That's why I typically go into ESC Sport or the third level of ESC. They just turn off everything on the electronic stability control, no traction control or anything. A little bit of wheel spin, in my opinion, is a lot better than the horrific wheel hop you can get in this car. Yes, Eric. So really quick on the Mopar editions. Yeah, the Mopar editions are super nice. Lisa, my fiance, that's how we met. Back in 2013, we both had a Mopar edition Dart. That's how we met. So it really means a lot to us to bring another Mopar to the family. Yeah. So. Got any tips for triggering a buyer of an Elantra? Do you think the factory winter tires are good? I do. Do you think the factory winter tires that you get from they don't have factory winter tires? They're just they're a summer tire. But the Pilot Sport 4S's are phenomenal tires for the summer. And tips. Find one as cheap as you can, because right now they are steadily going up in price. I saw another one on Reddit, or I'm not sure if it was Facebook, yesterday or today, but it's the second time I've seen one being sold for $50,000. That's nuts. So I'd say if you could find one for anything less than $2,000 in markups right now, and you need a car and you don't want to wait, go for it. Wheel hop is horrible. Yeah, wheel hop is horrible. Yeah, okay, I know we're 2013 still fiance. Yes, we'll get into that another time. We're just not rushing. We're not going anywhere. We have 2 kids. Marriage isn't really that important to us overall, but we're very happy. She ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I think the wheel hop is worse in my car. Oh, I'm not sure, Eric. I'm not sure if it's worse in the manual version or not. That's probably something that maybe one of us can test together. I'm trying to get a manual Elantra N to come by and do a video together and do the comparison between the two. I've driven plenty of manuals in my life, and I'd love to see what the difference between the DCT and the manual is. Take it easy, Driven. I appreciate it, man. Watching people's phones jump during the takeoff. So I was surprised when I went to the track because I had my phone mounted up on this cheap little mount on the windshield, and I was really worried that when I took off that it was just going to fly off, and I was going to be like, well, there goes my content. But it stuck on there, thankfully. But yeah, it launches pretty hard. But thankfully I didn't have any wheel spin, so that probably helped. How tall am I, and how is the back seat? I've never actually sat in the back seat, but you know what? Let's go. Let's go sit in the back seat. I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". I'm a little thick. I'm about 215. But the back seat. Let's sit in it. Okay. It's nice. It feels like the back seats are kind of stiff, but at the same time, no one really sits back here. So. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of room. I mean, where the front, to show you where my legs are at, there's a lot of room here. I'm 5'9", and there's plenty of leg room, so someone that's probably 6 foot or taller should have no problem. My seat's not that far back. I mean, I don't know. I think it's all right, though. You have to let me know what you think. But the back seats are, I don't know, at first thought, it's a little stiff, but I mean, I don't know. You tell me what you guys think. Any other owners out there sit in the back seat more often? Because I don't. I would love to be the one to trade cards with you one day. 10 hours. Don't do that. I had someone that said they wanted to come. I think they were in like Missouri or something, or I don't know where it was. But I'm just like, no. Like, I'm not making you drive like 12 hours. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Let's do another giveaway. Let's do another giveaway. Oh, thanks, Aaliyah. It deleted Aaliyah's message saying she liked my beard. Okay. Let's do another giveaway. Let's do. Just to embarrass her, we're gonna do Lisa is the keyword. Lisa is the keyword. Hey Taylor, how many cats can fit in that bad boy? You know, if I could fit probably 300 cats in my house, I would do it. Well, I'm trying to get back to that. Reminder, if you're a subscriber, ×2 luck on the giveaway. You guys are awesome. My daughter flies across the back even when I want it. Go back. Let's see what else we got. Join the suffering. She didn't see that. She didn't see that. All right, we're gonna. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, you got about the same amount of people. All of you guys are hanging out. I appreciate you. All right, let's go right into the next winner right now. Eric Smith. Congratulations, you are the third winner. Just email me, ntensblue@gmail.com. If you can't find it, it's just in the description of any of my videos. Send me an email. I'll email you after the stream, and I'll get you a gift card. When can we expect some merch? You know, Taylor, we talked about this. We're not doing merch. It is too early for merch. Too early for merch. I had someone else say something about merch as well, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I would buy one myself, but... Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I could have just put that in the chat, I suppose. But I've owned 3 Elantra GTs. I've always said they needed a turbo and LSD, but yeah, and this has the electronic LSD, which works phenomenal as well. This is my first Elantra, but the past 5 cars that we've owned have all been a Kia or a Hyundai, and my last one, like I said earlier, is a 20 Forte GT. The car was awesome. Just, it's nothing compared to this. Taylor, you can't do caps. Nightbot doesn't like it. Do merch? Really, Scott? I mean, tell me, would you guys buy, I'm not sure if we did hats or shirts. I mean, I'd be willing to look into it. I've never really done anything like that, so... I mean, maybe I'll do some polls if you guys are interested in something like that. I'll look into it. What's the deal with the giveaways? What's up, Dwayne? We're just doing some giveaways in the chat right now. You don't have to do anything through anything else, just through YouTube. I'm just telling you to put a word in, and you'll be part of the giveaway, and people are winning gift cards. So, where'd I get my hat? I got my hat. It was from a Hyundai website that sells just strictly Hyundai and merchandise. Lisa, I'm not sure if you have that website. If you could put that in the link or in the chat for them. Flat power curve, yes, don't underestimate it. Yeah, you're right. Got the SEL with the premium package. Thank you for the videos. Yeah, of course. Thank you for watching, man. I appreciate it. Kia Optima SXL. Those are nice. Well, I almost got one of those a couple years ago. I almost got an Optima, and I think that's actually when I ended up getting the Forte GT as well. Jake, where's the oil filter and drain plug? I haven't even lifted the car yet. I am going to change the oil, so that's not going to be anything exciting, but I will make a video when I end up doing the oil change, so hopefully if that helps any of you guys. I think KDM Station, I believe they did an oil change. I don't remember watching the video all the way through, so I can't remember if it shows where the drain plug is and everything, but usually their videos are pretty good and informative, so if you wanted to check them out. But otherwise, I will post a video doing the oil change later on. Are you interested in doing a VOV and an intake on? Yeah, I would love to do a ton of things. The intake is the first thing I considered, which probably a lot of people consider the intake first, but they don't really do anything, and I'm just not. I mean, at my age, probably 10 years ago, even if it didn't do anything, I would be like, oh, hell yeah, I'll get the intake. But now it doesn't even do anything besides maybe make a little bit more engine sound. The performance gains aren't really going to be there. So I don't know, I'm not excited about spending $300 to $500 on one of these super high performance intakes that don't do anything. So, but blow off valve, yeah, I would love to have the sound of it, but I want something that's a little bit louder, in my opinion, from what's available right now. So I'm just kind of keeping my eyes and ears peeled to see what becomes available. It was sideways again? I'm good? Thank you, Lisa. Clayton, would you want to meet up? Where are you at, Clayton? I mean, if it's within reasonable distance, I've said I would love to get one of every color together if we got enough people. Thought that would be pretty cool. Remove the front spoiler before the oil change. The front spoiler. You mean, are you talking about the skid plate underneath the car? Indiana. Oh, you're not far. I mean, I'm in southern Michigan, so I mean, probably from where I'm at, it's probably like an hour to the border. So I mean, just depending on where you're at, hit me up, email me, and maybe we can figure something out. I'd be down. Don't forget, Big E still wants to race. Yeah, we'll make that happen. We have to record that though. If he's doing it in his work vehicle, we have to record it, and you know why. When is the Elantra considered to be broken in? 600 miles or 1,000 kilometers. I didn't follow that, so that's a recommendation from Hyundai, I guess, or whatever. But from what I've always saw or heard in the past, you know, these cars they beat the crap out of these cars before they're given to you. I mean, they go through the port and all that, but they make sure they ain't gonna fall apart. I mean, I think a lot of us would be lying as Elantra N owners saying that they didn't step on it before they had it under 50 miles. So that's my opinion, though. So yeah, skid plate, 6 screws. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I remember hearing something about there being the skid plate under there, but yeah, I appreciate the reminder. How many people are getting their cars at MSRP? That's a great question, Turbo Jim. I don't think that many. Not as many as I would hope would get it at MSRP. Just the market right now is a joke. I did get mine at MSRP, thankfully, because I found a really good dealer that is taking care of us. But yeah, it's bad right now, and I feel bad for anybody wanting this car or any car in general. I apologize if you guys hear the fan. It is so hot out here right now, so I have to have the fan on me. Otherwise, I'd be sweating like crazy, even though I already am. You took yours to 1,000 miles. Old school, that's fine. Are you getting yours at MSRP? That's awesome, Clayton. Are you getting it like local in Indiana, or are you having to drive a while to get it? Cool, Owen, just got your launcher. You got an N, or what you got? Wait until 1K. What are we as your followers going to be called moving forward? Are you trying to like get me to come up with some sort of catchphrase or something? Goodness. Got mine at 40K out the door with 20. Oh, okay, Kevin, that's awesome. You got the super extended warranty. I've heard about those. I mean with 40 out the door, I'm assuming you probably didn't pay any markup because you probably paid extra for the warranty. Would be my guess. Paid 1,800 markup isn't that bad. I mean, truthfully, as I said, anything under 2,000 with the way the market is right now, I would agree that anything 2,000 or less is reasonable. I mean, there's so many of these right now that are at like 10,000 over or more. Cool. You got it. Oh, when you got yours at MSRP, awesome. Jay, for instance, has anyone here taken this car to max? I've seen someone take it to, I think it's 155. I saw a quick clip of it. Let's do another giveaway. For all y'all that are still here, I appreciate you very much. Let's do, I don't know, let's just do Hyundai. Everyone's favorite brand, right? Hopefully I spelled it right. Yep, okay, we got it. Good luck spelling, everybody. Hyundai. Let's see, what else we got for questions? Yeah, Clayton, I've seen that where you can call Hyundai and all that, and you can put in, I've heard different things about that, where you could put in an order. But I also hear a lot of people that work in dealerships is like it's more of like a request. So you could put a money down, you could put in an order, but there's no guarantee that the dealership will get it. And it also depends on your dealership because some of those dealerships will put you on a list, but they'll never even call you back. I paid 2 over. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I was close to paying 2 over for the Cyber Gray, but I was so stubborn that I was like, I am not paying over. And the things that they were forcing on the car, I mean, I guess it technically wasn't a markup, the one I almost bought, but they had just things on there that were trash, in my opinion, and I wasn't paying an extra $2,000 for stuff I didn't want. Oh, look at all the entries. Oh, there's even more entries. Jeez, why is there more people here? Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. The markup added the bills required. That's crazy, Malik. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of those add-ons that are, I mean, like tint or you know, the PPF. In some instances, I've seen like the front bumpers being wrapped and all that. That's not that bad, truthfully. But when they're charging like $500 for tint and $800 just to wrap the front bumper, it's kind of outrageous. But it's just a way for them to get a little of extra profit and trying to make themselves not look terrible. Let's do the giveaway. I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see who wins this one. We got 29 total entries times 2 chance for people that are subscribed, and we're going to roll it. Robert Gallagher, all right. Robert, you have been a subscriber for a long time. You comment on a lot of my videos, and I appreciate you for that. So I'm glad you won one of the giveaways. I promise I did not give you any extra chance to win. But Robert, go ahead and just email me, and I'll get you the gift card sent out after the stream is over. All right. Does the car auto shift at Redline, or does it? It doesn't go to Redline at least in the DCT model. At least from my understanding, at least of what I can remember, I think it shifts at around maybe like 6,000. I think it shifts around 6,000. Got mine after someone bailed on an order, just called around. That's awesome. Though, yeah, the one I was looking at was sitting there for a little while, and I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted the intense blue. But I was so shocked when I called him initially because he's like, or I asked him, I'm like, what's the markup on it? He's like, what do you mean markup? I'm like, well, how much are you asking over MSRP? He's like, well, we don't do markup here. I'm like, oh, crap. And then called him the next day and said I wanted it. When are you going to do the JB4 tune? Oh, man, here we go with the JB4. Yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. JB4, that's why I was asking in that video I put out earlier today. There is so many opinions on the JB4 and the ECU tune. I really don't know what to do. I am itching for more power just because I want more power, even though this thing is completely fine stock. For any of you guys looking to buy one of these, you don't have to do anything to this car. You really don't. I'm just being greedy, I guess. I want more power. I want to run. I think an end goal probably in this car is to run an 11.25 mile, which is more than possible. I mean, with the correct modifications and the right tune. So I don't know. We got to figure out what we're doing with it, but eventually, and if and when I do, you'll see it on the channel. I tried to get the GR. It's going to be insanely overpriced. Yeah, the Type R and the GR, Kevin. Those are going to be so overpriced. It's going to be insane. He can't. Hey, how's it going? Is he subscribed, Taylor? We're gonna have to have a talk. The JB4 for the MK7. I like the MK7. I like the MK8. I honestly like the way it looks. Just not into hatchbacks. Can never have too much power. That's right, Turbo Jam. The ECU is right in front, but the warranty. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, Jay Fernstein. The warranty is something I want to have. I will admit, I typically don't keep my cars for that long, but this car is probably going to be a little different. I'll probably plan on keeping this a while longer. And if anything were to happen, it's not a cheap car, and I would really hate to have to replace a motor or something. I want to suspect the worst because I can't trust all these JB4 tunes. I've seen a lot of things with someone was posting something in our Discord channel earlier saying that BMW was able to track the JB4s after it was removed. Something in their system was able to track that there was a piggyback device on the vehicle, and it voided all their claims. So, I mean, if, what's his name? I can't remember the guy from BMW. If he has a lot to do with this vehicle, and it's similar to a BMW, then maybe this is going to be able to detect it too, so that kind of worries me a little bit. As long as you put everything back to stock, they shouldn't be that bad. Just ask your dealer, Kevin. Yeah, I'm hoping that, if anything were to ever happen, if I went to the dealership I bought this from, I feel very confident that they'll take care of me, just because there is those types of people. It is a little bit of a drive to go there, but if something ever went really wrong, I'm very confident that they would not care. Trying to go back, sorry if I'm missing some of your questions. There's a lot more than I expected. Now that you said super worried, just took my yeah, let us know how it goes, Clayton. Do you know any good license plate holders that don't put holes in the grill? If you're talking about the front, Cameron, we don't have to have a front plate here in Michigan, so I'm thankful I don't have any holes in the front bumper, but I don't know of any personally, honestly. What else we got? I'm between the Elantra N, or has anybody taken the car to the dealer with a tune on it? So what they say, I don't know, Turbo. I'm between the Elantra N and the GR86. For the Elantra has more advantages. Only advantage of GR6 rear-wheel drive. Yeah, the rear-wheel drive's cool, but I mean, I can imagine that probably still won't be that fun in the wintertime. Even putting some winter tires, you'd be fine, of course, but I really feel that they should have put a more powerful motor in the GR86 and the BRZ. I mean, yeah, it's like 200 horsepower, and I really don't understand how that car won like Sports Car of the Year, I believe it was, through like Motor Trend, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but like, put more power in that thing. That thing could be a monster. If they put something like something like what the Elantra has in it, God, can you imagine how powerful that car would be? But I don't know, I feel like they missed it with the drivetrain choice on that car. Yeah, you know what, Kevin? That's a very good point. This car launches so well that if you told somebody it was all-wheel drive, they'd probably believe you. They were selling a Kona N line with used 9,000 miles. So, yeah. I mean, those CarMax and what's the other one? Carvana. Yeah, if you buy those cars, I mean, they pay top dollar. Like, they pay a good amount. If you have a new car and it's low mileage, the last two cars that we sold to Carvana because they paid either MSRP or over MSRP, even with a good amount of miles on the cars. So, personal recommendation. E, you made it. Awesome. I appreciate you coming by. Tell everybody, tell everybody how you felt when you were in the passenger seat of this car. What does it compare to? The onboard computer keeps track, and I often move. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe 12-hook plate holder. Yeah, that's an option. How many Ians have you seen in Michigan? I've seen 0. I'm in kind of a semi-smaller city, but I have not seen one other one. I've had a couple people talk to me in the Michigan area, and they want to do meetups and all that. And hopefully we can do that one day, but no one nearby. There's one Velostren in the city, and probably try to track them down one day, but watch it be some like 70-year-old grandma or something driving it. That'd be embarrassing. Turbo kit for the GR86 is available. Yeah, that's cool. It should be stock. Should be turbo stock. 200 horsepower was cool back in the day. Let's do another giveaway. Let's do turbo. Turbo is the keyword. GR86 with 3-cylinder from the Yaris. Yeah, I don't understand why they went with a 3-cylinder for the GR Corolla. I mean, obviously it's going to have 300 horsepower. I don't know how they rate that, like, with Hyundai and BMW, how they kind of advertise it to the wheels when it's actually, or advertise it to the crank when it's actually to the wheels, because we talked about that before as well. 276 is their advertised power for this car, but that's actually what it puts down to the wheels. So you're talking like 330 horsepower to the crank on this car. And if that's what they're talking about on the GR Corolla, I don't know if it's going to be as impressive as people think it's going to be. Dealership, I have the first model in Maine. That's pretty sweet. We've seen 3 already in Hawaii. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you're in Hawaii. That's cool. Or assuming you're still there. Patiently waiting for your intense blue in. I think I saw your post earlier, Jason, on was it Facebook maybe? But yeah, it seems like, I mean, getting pushed back a week isn't that bad. I've seen some other people who had theirs pushed back months, being stuck in ports or wherever it might be. Okay, let's turn this around and figure out who wins. We got 21 eligible entries, and we're gonna roll it. Umbra. Congrats. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and email me, intenseblue@gmail.com. And I'll get your gift card after the stream. I'll send it to you. We're going to be doing some Amazon gift cards. Sour gray. Let's do a couple more questions. We'll do one more, maybe 2 more giveaways. I know we've already been on this for 48 minutes. Jeez. I said earlier we're going to do for like half hour, but I didn't expect that many people to be here, truthfully. Again, I appreciate you all for stopping by. When the first car launched, I thought the launch power was comparable to a really. This man, Emmanuel over here, saying that the launch on this car was comparable to a Tesla. I'd have to disagree. I'm sorry, E. I love you, man, but it is impressive especially for a 4-cylinder, and Teslas. Have you been in a Tesla, E? Because those launch hard, especially if you can get in a Plaid. Texas only seen one other, 2 VNs. Yeah, fast 48 minutes difference. Yeah. Anyone else in here from the Tampa area? I've seen 2 others en route here in Ontario. And I wish I could see one. Why am I being left out? Thanks, Dougie. I appreciate you as well. I know you've been around on the channel for a while. I appreciate your support. I've only seen 1 Velostren in Indiana. Anyone going to Cars and Coffees in Palm Beach? I wish I could be at Palm Beach on Sunday. If I was at Palm Beach, I'd join you. Seen 2 VNs, yeah. Let's see. Msrp. Is it Tenkeru. Hopefully I'm saying that right. MSRP right now might be 40,000 out the door, like with tax and everything. But I mean, it should be probably closer to around maybe 38, 39,000, depending on if you're getting the manual or the DCT. Um, but I believe it's like pre-tax and all that. I believe the manual is around 33.2, and the DCT is around 35.2, somewhere around that. But that's pre-tax in California. Oh, okay. Well, that's I guess probably with the tax out there, but in general, I know the markups out there are stupid, stupid crazy. So what'd you say? Yeah, I saw you somewhere in there. Yeah, I guess he embellished a bit, but it was like a baby Tesla. I'll take it. Oh my goodness. But it sounds better than a Tesla. I promise you. You know that too. Looking to get the Cyber Gray. I also want to get the Rally Armor mud flaps and maybe the front nose lit. Cyber Gray is awesome. The mud flaps are worth it. I'll give you guys my honest opinion about that front lip that I've seen a couple people put on. I know there's one, I'm not going to name anyway. I know there's a YouTuber out there that has that front lip, and I've seen a couple other people post about it. I think it looks terrible. I think it looks very high school, in my opinion. I'm always honest with you guys, and that this already has a lip on there. I mean, this already has. That looks good the way it is. That is already a little bit lower than the standard Elantra as far as the way that, that part down here. This is all extra on the Elantra. And yeah, my car is filthy. Forgive me, guys. But that extra lip, I'm not a fan of. It's just, yeah. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Because when I clicked on the phone, it says unmute. How did I even mute it? I don't know how I hit mute. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go a little bit longer. I know we've been here for almost an hour. You guys got better things to do than to hang out here all day. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious! And you got to keep hitting audio. I had to redo it. Do audio again. Audio. Press audio again. That's my bad. I didn't put it in the keyword. Do audio one more time, guys. I apologize. I'll give you guys a minute. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go back through these comments and see what you guys said about me. Yeah, you're probably Turbo Jim. You're probably right. I probably hit the mute button when I did that. Christopher, you didn't break the sound. Oh, that's funny. It's not. All right. 15 more seconds. Press audio if you haven't already. This will probably end up being the last one. We've been here for an hour, guys. I really appreciate you guys all being here for this. I was really nervous, but you guys made it a lot easier for me. I appreciate it. Through the mess ups on being in portrait mode instead of landscape, because probably when I set it up, like a few days ago, when you set it up, I guess on YouTube, it probably saved it as for me holding it in portrait mode, and for whatever reason I can't change it to landscape, or either I'm just too stupid to figure it out. What's the news on the recall? We've been hearing parts are coming in, so hopefully within the next maybe even a couple days, if you have a car that's waiting to be purchased, you should be good really soon, from what I've seen. All right, we got 20. I think that's about roughly what we've had for a while. So, all right, let's do this last one here, guys. JG, I know, yeah, JG, you've been around for a while on the channel. Congratulations. Email me, intensblue@gmail.com, and I'll get you a gift card. But I think we're going to end it there, guys. I thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for stopping and hanging out with me tonight. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to email me. If you want to join the Discord as well, a lot of us chatting there, and I'll be doing future giveaways through there and Instagram as the channel grows. But if you ever have any suggestions on videos you want to see, or any questions you might have about the car in general, I'd love chatting with you guys and try to give you as much information as you are looking for. So thanks, Turbo Jim. Cold start and rev bomb. I mean, I don't know, do you guys really want to hear the engine or the exhaust? That people have, listen, cold start, actually, let me tie my shoes before I trip. Cold starting this car, at least in my opinion, cold starting in the car does not sound as good as if it was warm. Where are my keys? Oh, they're in the car. I'll start it up, and then let's let it warm up for a second if you want to hear. I don't care if we piss off the neighbors one day. It's not that big of a deal, I guess, right? For some people have asked how you start it in N mode. You just, for the DCT, you just press this twice, let it load up, and then just press the N button and fire it up. So let's see how warm it is. Oh, it's actually still warm, but you guys would probably rather hear me rev it up. When I revved it the first couple times, it really wasn't that loud because I mean it was still only like 140 degrees on the oil temp. Once you get up to like 180, 190, you start getting those better pops and bangs. So still not too bad. I really don't think there's any reason to do anything with the exhaust on this either. Did I mute it again? Make sure I didn't mute it again. Okay, we're good. I didn't mute it. Touching the phone. Also, curious, how did it look as far as video streaming and everything tonight? Does it look okay? I'm just doing this on my phone, and the Wi-Fi out here is terrible because the garage is a bit away from the house. But yeah, it does sound really good for stock for sure. Yeah, you'll not be. Jay Fernstein's right. You're not going to be disappointed in this car if you buy one of these. I bought it sight unseen. Never even seen one of these Elantras. The 21 newer models, I never even looked at one of them in person. But there was probably the biggest influence when I saw Rady's rides. I really like his videos. He's really in depth with his reviews on his cars. He was formerly a school teacher, and he's great to watch. And when I saw his first couple videos on this, and I was just like, man, I gotta get that car. Work on the aspect. Bought mine the same videos like yours convinced me. Hey, well, hopefully I helped you, you know, in a good way. You know, it feels weird saying like I've had a couple of people say like my videos have made them buy this car. It's like, man, I made someone spend $40,000. I mean, obviously you would have probably bought something, but that's cool though. I mean, hopefully you love the car, and for any of you that are looking to buy one, I'm sure you'll love it as well. But that's all. That's going to be it for tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Anybody that won the giveaway, just be sure to email me, intenseblue@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys again soon. Have a great day.